Okay, for you, first thing first, once again, this is a short Derek signing in. Today is 18th of Feb 2021, it's a Thursday, and time now is almost 12 midnight, it's 11:38 p.m. Okay, now, as promised, what I would like to do tonight is to share on Peak Residence, an upcoming new launch in the Thompson Novena area. Okay, all right. You notice, right? Peak Residence actually has a very nice address. 333, 333 Thompson Road, and the postal code is 307 675 675. Okay, both are the same. Both are the same. So I just click on this one. Yes. Now, the pink block, right? This block is exactly where Peak Residence is. Okay, let me just zoom back a bit. So if you have to orientate you very quickly, you notice this is the PIE. Okay, this is the Thompson Road. So further up, it will be towards the Marichi direction, Upper Thompson Road, Marymount. So you come down this way, this will be Thompson Road, heading towards Novena. Okay, maybe let me just go through and see. Novena, and then you have the Tan Tock Seng, the Mao E, and all these, they are all over here. Okay, so let me just zoom the whole of this that's here. Okay, so actually Peak Residence is also very near the junction of Thompson Road and Balestier Road. Okay, so this is where Peak Residence is. So if I just zoom in a bit more, now if I zoom in a bit more, you just take a look, right? Other than opposite it, you have the Amaninda, which is another low-rise development. The rest are all landed houses. And particularly over here at the Tam Sin Po Road, these are all the bungalows and the semi-Ds, mostly bungalows, almost all bungalows. So this is on the higher ground overlooking all this. Okay, so you look at this, right? These are all facing north, facing south. Towards Thompson Medical will be facing east, and towards the rest of the landed estate, the Chancery Hill towards the direction will be on the west orientation. Okay, let's just come straight into this. So now you look at this, right? The site area is 5,330 square meter. So Peak Residence, right? The site area in terms of square feet is about 57,378 square feet. Okay, in terms of square feet. Okay, the height is total height. There's a height control. Remember, I was saying it's about 5-story. That's all, and it's only about 41.45 meter. Not forgetting, this actually compresses the car parks and whatnot. Okay, so in fact, the building height in fact is higher, and it's only 90 units. Okay, then zoning. See, so the H are the medicals, the healthcare. Okay, so this is here. This is residential zoning. And remember, I was talking earlier about the Novena master plan. So hang on, let me just zoom in. So today you see, look at this. These are all the Mao E, the Tan Tock Seng, the Novena, and you look at it, subject to detailed planning, and there's a lot of these things that will be coming up. Okay, so this is something very exciting over here. Okay. Now see, you look over here. You look over here. Proposed amendment to the approved condo housing development comprising 3 blocks of 5-story apartments, total 19 units, with basement car park, swimming pool, and communal facilities. Okay, all right. Peak Residence, the predecessor of Peak Residence is Peak Court, and Peak Court actually they're back in 2018. So now let's trace back some of the news. You see, this was March 2018, 20th March 2018, and back then the residents of Peak Court for the 20 units. I look at it, Peak Court back then comprises of 20 mansionette units. And if you trace back some of the history, right, huge. These are all easily 2,000 plus square feet units. The size, easily 2,000 plus square feet. And also there's 20, and actually they came together and they called for a collective sales, and the asking price now. So watch this. asking price was 106 million. On 20th March 2018, asking price was 106 million. Now, say make a guess, right? Make a guess, huh? What was eventually the closing bid for Picot? Okay, you probably will know by now, huh? They just come over and what. So, but it's interesting to take a look. So the news then was to say that Emmentai and company say in a statement that this D11, District 11 condo with 20 can be redeveloped into a 100, you see, upscale resort-like boutique condo projects with about 106 units. But remember what I said earlier? What we are know now is they're only going to build 90 units. So you see, so it meant to say is this, developer could have gone ahead to maximize, squeeze every blood out of the rock and build 106 units, because these are all margin to them, right? But they choose to build only 90 units. So which means is 16 units less. 16 units less. So you just do your math, right? How much lesser they make of the 16 units, right? Versus, if let's say they sell 106 units versus 90 units, what does it mean to them in terms of values? Okay, revenues. Okay. Now, so this is one. Let's just look at it. Then let's look at what was eventually closed. Now you see, so this was the news. This was the news on Business Time. So remember, 20th March, they called the tender. On 11 May, in fact, the caveat was shown as 12 May. So on 11 May, the news came out that they were asked for 106, but the closing bid was 118.88 million. And who's the winner? Tuan Seng and Rich Capital Holdings. So you look at it, it's actually a JV between Tuan Seng and Rich Capital. Tuan Seng is the bigger major shareholder with 70%, and Rich Capital holds a 30% in this thing. Okay, and they came together. And so if you do your math, right, 118.88 minus 106. So the bid, the winning bid was 12.88 million higher than what was initially asked. Right? Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. And so you look at it. So here it mentions. So what it means is this, right? With a plot ratio of 1.4, the purchase price will work out to be land cost, $1,558 per square foot per plot ratio. So that is the land cost. So this is again something that always need to register as an owner. 1558. 1558. We'll look at it a bit later. Now, before I go on to talk about the next point, I'd like to share this, right? Now, let's trace back and understand what happened in 2018. 2018, 5th July 2018, somewhere around 5 p.m. I remember I was at home and then the news came. You start seeing on the mass media, chat group start talking about it. And before long, IC was calling us and the whole world was activated. What happened then? Government announced a round of cooling measure on 5th July 2018. And the cooling measure took effect the next day, 6th July 2018. One of the target they were targeting to cool back then was the feverish en bloc market. So you look at it, Picot, the tender was called on 20th March 2018. The deal was sealed on 12 May 2018, and the cooling measure kicks in on 6th July 2018. 6th July 2018. So which is why you look at it, when that happened, then the whole en bloc resale en bloc market stifle. Okay, so from a peak where it start to ramp up, July, then start to just peak. Okay, go down. So, and it curbs a lot of this supply that's potentially coming into the market, which is why you look at it, right? You look at it, for you to potentially get a freehold may not come as easy anymore, okay? Particularly when you still can get one that's at the land cost of 1,558, okay? Yes, now this one. Remember? Okay, now this is interesting, right? Earlier on, we said that the land cost, the highest bid was 1,5. Let me just do it. Not to worry. So you look at it, right? So this was, see, the deal was done 12 May 2018. Peak Court back then, future to be known as Peak Residence. Okay, residential land is actually freehold land. Okay, and so you look at it, the highest bid, yeah, 118.88 lah. Of course, they write like 118.9. So the land cost per square foot per plot ratio is 1,558. But then I look at it, so what was estimated, this one is from each properties. What's estimated, the construction cost is probably about 24 million, financing about 8.3, professional fee, legal fee, 10 mil, marketing about 5.8. So the estimated add up, when they snowball it, right, is potentially about 167 million. Okay, which means potentially the developers break-even price, right? Break-even is 2081. This is not considering any profit yet. Okay, so 2081. That means break-even. So developer got to minimally, if let's say assuming they just break-even, no profit, 2081 per square foot per plot ratio on the average, okay? So this is something important to know, which then comes to say that, what do you think could potentially be the launch price for Peak Residence? Okay, I don't know. Maybe you let me know. What do you think would be a reasonable profit for a developer these days for a project such as Peak Residence? Okay, so one thing we do know for a fact, right? Gone are the days when developer make huge margin from projects such as Peak Residence. Gone are the days. These days, developer, not forgetting, right, they actually have to pay a 5% ABSD that they will never get back. Okay, if they say assuming, yes, correct, they will never get back that 5%. So this is paid to government, okay? They never get back. So this all add on to their cost. So, okay, so gone are the days where developers were making awesome profits. Nowadays, it'll be good if let's say they can really make at least some decent profit. So what do you think in this present age and time, for you to get a freehold in District 11, okay, in the Novena, Newton, Thompson area, right? Potentially in the range of 2.5 plus or minus. Of course, we know smaller units, the PSF will be higher. The bigger units, the PSF will be lower. So potentially around that, I don't know. Again, these are just my rough gauge. We would never quite know until this project eventually hits the market. So my point to you is this: what then would be the right price that you think that would be reasonable for you to come in? Okay. If be prepared, I don't know. Again, this is just my own opinion. Be prepared to come in the range something about 2.7, 2.6, 2.5. Okay. I believe that's probably something reasonable. If anything that comes below that, that's really a good catch. You know, take it and run. Okay, take it and run. Okay. Right. Let me just go. This is interesting. This is some of the old record I managed to find on square foot. Caveats, they already took out the old sales results. Okay, so I'm not able to find any. But you look at it back then, right? You look at the units in Peak Court back then. This was back in 2018, 17, 16. You look at the unit size. Holy cow. Easily 2,008 square feet. Only 20 units, you know. Right. You look at it, Peak Court, right? Peak Court was actually, it's a freehold. It was actually built in 1983. 1983 is in District 11 and has a total of 20 units. Okay, so it's pretty old. 1983, definitely a bit, okay, so hang on, 2021 minus 1983. 38 years. 38 years. So again, you look at it, right? En bloc, May 2012, May 2018. Only in 2021, then this project hits the market. So 3 years later, 3 years later, okay? May 2018, May 2019, May 2019, May 2020, 2021. So it's almost 3 years that this project finally hits the market. Yes, let's talk about amenities later. Okay, now this is some of the facilities that I get to use. Okay, now if as you will notice, let me just show you. Okay, so Peak Residence is here. Peak Residence is here. Okay, if you follow me, okay, so it's just here. It's right here. Okay, and over here is actually the Novena Medical City. Okay, now I want to just bring down quickly to just show you, right? One of the things that a lot of people will be concerned with. Now, I'll be making some assumptions here. If you're someone that would be staying in Peak Residence, chances are you probably will be driving. You'll be driving, okay? But nevertheless, not forgetting, because if you are very near to Thomson Road, you're going to be very well connected. Whether you go on Grab or go on public buses, and even catching on to the nearest MRT, you are not too far away. Now look at these two, right? This is what I'm sharing. You look at Novena, is only about 633 meters away on the north-south line, NS20. Novena is NS20. And the future Mount Pleasant station, okay, or rather not future. Yes, it's okay. Mount Pleasant station is actually close to 700 meters away. 700 meters away. Okay, Thomson Medical. And this is the compound of Peak Residence. This building, as you can see, was the old Peacock, the 20 units. The 20 units. And you look at this, these are all the bungalows that will be overseeing the bungalows. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. Maybe we should do this a bit. Now, the Mount Pleasant, you look at it, in fact, on the map, right? This is Peak Residence. Mount Pleasant is just here. Now, if you have some impression, right, you know that this used to be the police academy. This is the old police academy. Okay. Now, Catholic Junior College is here. That's my alta mater, because I used to study here. And the parade square of the old police academy used to be huge. And PIE actually has eaten into the parade square of the old police academy. Okay. So something to think about. Now, you start thinking about this. Today, actually, if you look along this area, right, in this area, this part of, you pass by as a driver, right, if you pass by, you will know this area. You know police again. You pass by, you probably won't notice too much. You probably will know that this area, there's some black and white houses here. This is the Polo Club. Okay. And these are the cemetery areas. Over here is the Bukit Brown, Norley Road. Okay. Now, so if you were to come in here, why are they, so my question to you now is this, why are they building a MRT station here at the old police academy? So let's just be very pragmatic. We don't build MRT nowhere for no reason. Okay, especially today, this plot of land is police academy. And you look at it, is there any residential units, residential places around here? But why is there MRT station being planned here? And so if you will start thinking about this, and for you to be here, to be so near to this, not only you get to leverage on the future MRT station that's actually very near, about 700 meters away, okay? But more importantly is this, on one hand, we are very near to the Novena Medical City. On the other hand, we know there's something coming out over here. So something to think about. So let's just come back to the URL space a little. Now I think this explains. Do you notice something now? Do you notice something that I'm seeing? You notice this used to be the police academy. So what's the zoning now? You look at it, you look at this, subjected to detailed planning. So you look at it, right? So which means, let's just look at this. Wow, sorry, this is actually where my grandfather's tomb is, which means in time to come, we will definitely be relocated. They will clear this land. There's an old Mount Pleasant road that cuts through here, that comes out somewhere over here. Okay? So if you look at the map, right, you look at the, so today there's a road that go this way, which means it goes something like that. Okay? So this is the Polo Club. Right? So you look at this, this whole place, right, is zoned as residential. And look at it, right, this is actually Mount Pleasant Station, which is part of the Thomson Line Station, Thomson East Coast Line. And this is actually Peak Residence. Okay? So if you look at it, right, when you can see something like this that's coming up, doesn't this excite you? So I hope this is going to be useful to you. Let me just review the recap. So what I've done tonight, Peak Residence is unique because it's a freehold project. Okay, and freehold projects rarely stays. The second thing is about a low density, 5-story, high ground, a landed enclave, the exclusivity about Peak Residence. Okay, it's going to be very unique. The third one is a proximity to the Novena Medical City, the bigger healthcare plan in Singapore. And the fourth one, that we actually kind of, this master plan that you can see happening, right, in the Mount Pleasant vicinity. Knowing that, there's an MRT station actually coming up. All right, and this MRT station as part of the Thomson East Coast Line, right, is something that actually is in construction. Okay, if you pass by today, if you notice along the PIE, right, in fact, there's already construction work going on for the Mount Pleasant station. Okay, all right, and I think there's more. There's so much more that I have to offer to share with you about why Peak Residence is something you should consider. Okay, I hope you have put takeaway today. And so this is again Short Derek signing out for tonight. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.